Good morning, everyone. I'm Vishnu Jagtap, and in front of all of you, I'm presenting the Indian Express newspaper headline. So, first of all, with first Test century since 2019, a Kohli message is his story is still in the making. Next, opposing pleas in Supreme Court on same-sex marriages. Government let House decide. Next, RSS annual meeting begins with tributes on listed Mulayam. Next, Modi slams Rahul remarks, no power can harm our democracy. Next, Russia crude in tank. India steps up petroleum product exports to EU has risen shunts Moscow. Next, Assam cops admit to mix up over criminal killed in encounter. Next, Delhi siblings mauled to death by stray dogs in space of 2 days. Next, MOS says will meet startups affected by collapse of US bank. Next, Ukraine's youngest MP on Kolkata Live and the war that shaped him. Then I comes to page number 2 in Express Network section. Nothing under that, Modi slams Rahul on London remarks, be aware of such people. Next, Assam police admitted to mix up over veteran criminal killed in encounter. Next, on page number 3, in the city section under that, Chirag Delhi flyover crosses for 50 days. Next, part of NH48 to be shut for 90 days. Next, 7 lakh people may not get power subsidy if government sets cap on load. Next, on page number 4, the city section under that, siblings molded by dogs 2 days apart. Next, wanted them to have a better life. All that is gone, mother. Next, class 8 girl raped by 3 boys in Gorgaon. Next, minor raped in Gorgaon. Next, education department launches video series on happiness circulum. Next, man admitted to drug rehab center, beaten to death, one held. Next, police say they will question woman who claims Satish Kaushik was killed. Next, hunting lodge to home of 5 viceroys, many faces of DU, Vice Regal Lodge. Next, glitch mass UGC NEET has Delhi exam center 77 to 2 retake test. Next, dances at Holi event by Bar Association inappropriate. High Court. On page number 6, in government and politics section under that, urban body polls, AAP promises water tax waiver. Next, SOC countries should collectively strive to make judiciary more accessible, says CJI Chandrachud. Next, Yogi slams Rahul, dirty attempts by some to divide India. On page number 7, in government and politics section under that, House session resumes today. Fresh opposition government slugfest likely. Next, PM security breach. Punjab to take action against former chief secretary ex DGP. Next, BSF working like BJP B team, says Akhilesh. Next, in Kerala, Shah sounds bugle for 2024 liftish immersed in graft. Next, Kiran Reddy quits Congress again. Next, EPS booked for assaulting man at airport. Next, has PM unveils project for Mandya, a bonus for party. Sumultha's support. On page number 18, the editorial page section under that, Canberra calling. Next, the China hand. Next, he has a will, not a way. Next, a lesson from Rose Street. On page number 9, in the idea page section of that, the work, the outsider. Next, powering Amrit Kal. Next, man without woman. On page number 10, Express Network section of that, KCR undergoes test after stomach ache. Next, 16-man fisherman arrested by Lankan Navy. Lankan Navy. Next, air hostess die in Bangalore, friend held. Next, 5 killed in accident on expressway. Next, caste basis key reason for ST/SC students mental health problem on campus survey. Next, to revive wetland in Guwahati, Assam government to recover land from 7 institutions. Next, 3 guards booked for hitting students who climbed water tank in MP. Next, booked for remarks on North Indian. Tamil Nadu leader says intention only to caution government. Next, center developing platform to work with education tech firms, startups. Next, Kochi Blaze, Kerala Sikh advice from NY Fire Department. Next, please unheard. Himachal village gets moving, builds a road. Then I comes to page number 11 in Express Network section of that. IS conspiracy case, 5 places in Maharashtra, MP searched by NIA. Next, in Naxal, hotbed of Abujmad, a first farmers sell produce at MSP. Next, no anti-national activity will be tolerated. Shah. Next, probe against UP IPS officer hours after viral brief video. Next, Jharkhand rally include Sarna has a separate religion in census. Next, man smokes man smokes on A1 AI London Mumbai flight to toilet booked. Next, protest has Jammu and Kashmir woman killed, body chopped. Next, Punjab minister to marry IPS officer who stood up to AAP MLA. Next, two detained over thread message on cricket match. Then I comes to page number 12 in the world section of that. Senate adopts pension bill despite protest. Next, 6 killed, 29 hurt in hillside bus accident. Next, Israeli forces kill 3 gunmen. Next, hundreds of Ukraine Russia soldiers killed over 24 hours in Bakhmut battle. Next, money strapped. Pakistan plans to get Russian oil for $50 per barrel. Next, Ukraine rises calls for evacuation in northeast town under Russia selling. Next, illegal arrival of Indian spiked in 2022, says UK. Next, Beijing reappoints Y.I. Gang as chief of China's central bank. Next, California floods rescue on. Next, Syria state media claims Israel fired missiles at western city. Next, Iran claims prisoner swap. US says cruel lie. Next, Australian authorities reinstate alcohol ban for indigenous people. On page number 13, the ideas section under that, we have tried to make G20 not a government's presidency but a people's presidency. Then I comes to page number 14 in explain section under that why ISRO brought a satellite back into Earth's atmosphere. Next, a major bank failed. Here's why it is not to 2008 again. Next, wheat output and inflation. Next, luxury vacations, facelifts, what is inside the Oscar gift bag, who gets it. On page number 15 in economy section of that, US to reboot India's cheap ambitions will help plug into global alliances. Next, FinMin, RBI may finalize H1 FY24 borrowing calendar on March 27. Next, two-wheeler passenger vehicle export decline in Feb. Next, inflation expected to come down over the year. Next, BOM cut home loans rate to 8.4%. Next, gold ETF record rupees 165 crore inflow. Next, G20 members to deliberate on blue economy. Next, working to address SVB collapse but not looking at bailout yan. Next, government will likely infuse more capital in 3 public sector GIC. Next, not many options, the falling stake of founders in startups. Next, on page number 16 in sports section of that, Mumbai beat UP Warriors, make it 4 wins in a row. Next, sketched from the start. Next, fearless India nick 1 away from Australia. Next, Minions withdraw from All England. On page number 17 in sports section under that, drought and Kohli 1,86,364 balls, 15 fours. Next, gripping series heading towards anti-climate. Next, Kohli reinvents himself with alternated technique. Next, Akshar sacrifices personal glory for team's cause. Next, New Zealand to chase 257 on final day of first test against Sri Lanka. That much for today. Thanks for watching. Make a good day.